So when you make your decision, okay, based on this behavior. So let's use an example we've used in previous lessons. You have a senior leader who told an intern that he would hire her on in a permanent position if she had sex with him. She refused and he sexually assaulted her. So that's an example we've used multiple times. So you have this case. You've done your full investigation. There was a finding that it is more likely than not that he violated your misconduct policy by sexually assaulting this intern. He appealed it. It went through the appeals process. The appellate reviewer looked at it and said, you didn't meet the standard, the clear and convincing standard, that the finding was inappropriate, so the decision is upheld. So now it's in the disciplinary phase, and you decide that even though this is a senior leader, we can't stand for sexual assault. This is not in our value system. We are going to let this person go. So then what do? Do you advertise this to the world? Do you put out a memo to the entire company saying, hey, don't worry about it, we're firing him? Where does your privacy lie? There are employment laws that you need to follow here. There are privacy laws. So consult with legal, consult with human resources to make sure you are within those. You may want to consider, once you provide the finding to both parties, and that's the other question, are you going to tell the complainant what the ultimate decision was? You probably should. I think they deserve to know if you can legally. Now what? Are you just going to hand them this final report and that's it? Are you going to create a non-disclosure agreement that they have to sign at the end? What if they don't sign it? What if they refuse? What are you going to do about that? But even if you go this non-disclosure route, because you probably don't want it to get out, there are privacy issues. So from your business perspective, it's probably best that it doesn't get out. You can have this non-disclosure. So, but you have to decide, if you do that, how are you going to enforce it? If you have this victim of sexual assault who happens to tell her friend afterwards, are you then going to turn around and fire someone, fire her, a confirmed victim of sexual assault by one of your senior leaders because she told a friend what happened? I mean, how far are you willing to go with this non-disclosure agreement? And then at the end of the day, you just need to be real. Recognize that even if there's a non-disclosure agreement, odds are this information is going to get out. It will leak. So everything you write, any emails that you write, your final discipline report or decision memo that goes out, you need to consider that to be public. Even if it never sees the light of day, you need to ensure that everything that you write is written as though it will end up on social media or in the news. What if this goes to a court? So you fire this person and then he sues you and it goes to a court. Now it's all open documents in court. So non-disclosure is fine. Discuss that with your attorney, but still act as though it doesn't exist. Still act as though everyone is going to see it. In the end, you need to have confidence in your policy. You need to have confidence in your investigator, and you need to have confidence in the ultimate decision. You have created this process and this policy to be legally sound. You've done it with the input and help of your legal advisors. You've invested in training. You've invested in the process. You work really hard to follow it. So be confident. The more you do it, the stronger it gets. The more you're consistent, the stronger it gets, and the more confidence you build. But have confidence in your decision.